What is going on, guys? It's your boy Spark sitting here on a Sunday, another sunny day. Temperature's dropping down a little bit. It's no longer as horrifically hot as it was before. Let's see if we can take the music down. I don't know if you guys heard the music and everything else. All right. All right. Piona says he heard music and sees video and all kinds of stuff, so everything is going good. So, what is going on, folks? We've had a busy couple weeks. Sorry there was no live stream last week. I was out of town doing a defensive handgun class. I had the opportunity to go do a handgun class for pistols with red dot sights. It's called surgical shooting. And yeah, basically I got to run this Glock 19 here with the mini red dot sight on it and learn the capabilities of it and do some stuff there. And so I was out of town. I didn't make it back in time on Sunday to do the live stream broadcast. So I made it back in town at like 5:30, and I figured I wasn't gonna be able to get it done, so we were better off just not doing it and combining it with this week's. So with that in mind, this week we're gonna do a 2-4 giveaway, where we give away. Oh no, got everything falling all over the place here. We're going to give away twice the usual stuff. We're going to do it like we did before when we combined the 2 weeks. This week, the first thing we're going to give away is the Angola Khukuri. And then we will do the giveaway for the Ontario Hunt Plus or Ontario Hunt Plus camp knife with the bladeforms.com. Don't know if you can see it, bladeforms.com logo. Let's try it like this. Bladeforms.com logo laser engraved on the blade, and the Buck Bantam, however it's pronounced, in Realtree camo. We'll do these as the giveaway second. And then, we're going to give away also some Bladeforms.com logo gear. We've got the Bladeforms.com sticker. We've got the Bladeforms.com logo patch. We've got the Bladeforms.com logo t-shirt that you can see up behind me. And we're going to give away other stuff too, including a live stream prize pack. And I'm going to actually do 2 of those this week since I wasn't here last week. And basically, we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. Rather than go through the boxes, let me see if I can get to the thing here. Rather than go through the boxes of all the crap that we're going to give away, I just took a picture here on the desk for some of the crap that will be given out for the live stream. So you see there's some stickers, the usual SE Arrowhead, some 550 cord. This time I threw in Otis cleaning fluid. There's a Kershaw spec bump. We've got the usual gas station knife covered in hobo juice. There is, let me see if I can actually get over here. We've got the Bladeforms, or a proto Bladeforms.com key fob. They'll be giving out the tactical plexiglass, more stickers, and we've even got some soy sauce and some Chick-fil-A zesty buffalo sauce for one of the live stream winners. Oh, and this right here is actually, if I can find it in the box, it's a prototype laser cut price tag holder that I was working on that I screwed up for the shop. So one of y'all's going to get that. In addition, make sure that you guys go to week 33's giveaway here and get your stuff entered in on for the giveaway for next week's prize, which is the Boker 732 Urban Trapper. Got that right here. You can see my Carta Scales VG10 blade. Sweet little small knife. We're going to be giving that away. And also, for the contest from now on, we're also going to be giving away the K-Bar Dozier 4062 Folding Hunter. So for every contest from now on, for the main prize, somebody's going to get one of these in addition to whatever knife is being given away. So make sure that you go to the giveaway thread here on the forums. Make sure that you vote for next week's make sure that you vote for week 34's giveaway. Make sure that you get your entry in. If you are watching this and you aren't a paid subscriber with a gold membership or whatever, make sure that you send your letter in so that you're eligible for this week's giveaway. And in general, like, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube video here so that we get all the traffics, because apparently more traffic equals better than. And the more subscribers we get, the more awesome stuff that we can do. So make sure that you do all that and hook us up and everything else. Road Jimbo, Sauce Pack 2, don't be skimpy. Hey, somebody's getting somebody's getting the Chick-fil-A zesty buffalo sauce this week, and the soy sauce is in one of these boxes here. There's going to be 2 live stream giveaway prize packs this week, so I've split all that stuff up, and they're all in there. Somebody's going to be getting... I got so much shit on my desk, stuff's falling everywhere. Somebody's getting this Kershaw Spec Bump. Somebody's getting gas station hobo knife covered in juice. Oh, this one's a really bad one. I really should have gotten like some wet wipes or something, because this Y2K or 2002 Flying Falcon is just covered in horrendous gunk. Horrible. So so basically, in case you did miss it, Iron Kid is the reason I was out of town last week. Basically, had to do hostage rescue. He got away. He's a dastardly villain, and Iron Kid, you would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for us meddling Glock owners. So I was out of town. So let's talk about how we do things here. For those of you who haven't tuned in before, basically what this is a we've got the weekly giveaways. Next week is going to be the Boker 732. This week's giveaway is for the Ontario Hunt Plus Camp Knife in the Buck Bantam in Realtree camo. Last week's that we missed, that we're going to fold into this week's, was for a Himalayan Imports Khola knife. And how this all works out here, let me get to the right screen. All right, so how this all works out here is that we go to the various threads and we enter in the total number of posts. My post is typically post number 1, so the first eligible post will be post number 2. And then we go to the giveaway thread, and we go to the very last post in there, and that is the last post eligible for the giveaway. So for the Himalayan import, the very last post that's eligible is post number 340. So I'm going to go back over to the random.org page, and 340. All right, so that is the Himalayan imports. That's the Himalayan imports thread is 2 through 340. And I guess I need to do another screen here for the Ontario thread. So we'll do post number 1 for that, and then the very last post in the Ontario thread is post number 280. So we'll do that. Okay, so now we've got 2 separate pages here. One for the Himalayan imports and one for the Ontario. So 340, 280. All right. And that way I've got it all written down. So in order to avoid nepotism or anything like that, basically what happens is that use random.org, which is a online random number picker. And when I hit the generate button, like so, it picks a random number, 243, 179, 2, 112, 32, 57, etc. So you guys can see in real time that it's picking random numbers. There's no accusations of nepotism or rigged things or anything else like that. From there, we go straight to the giveaway thread, and from there we go straight to the giveaway thread, and we pick or we go to the appropriate post. And that person, whoever's post number that is, if they're eligible, gets the prize that we're doing. So, yeah. What we got going on in chat here? If you want a prize, then you aren't qualified for another one. Right. Exactly. We've got 52 weeks of prizes that we're going to be doing. We've got 52 weeks of prizes that we're going to be doing. So if you have won a prize in the last 26 weeks on the main thread, do not enter again, if until 26 weeks have passed. Basically, if you've won in the last half year, let someone else have a chance to do it. There's only so many prizes to go around. I don't want to see the same people winning prizes over and over and over again. I don't mind if, coming back here into the live stream, we only have a couple dozen people that come in here, so it's not that big of a deal. I just want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to share the wealth. So, not a big deal. If you've won, cool. If you haven't won, if you've won, cool. Just let other people have a chance. Iron Kid says, that Kershaw looks sweet, kind of ZT inspired. Well, actually, in Neil Tyson voice, this is the spec bump, and it's not actually ZT inspired. ZT came after these came out. Kershaw did the bump, which was made out of solid titanium with a handle. It was solid titanium. And then they did the speed bump, the spec bump, all the other bumps under their assisted openers. This has the weird lock mechanism right here, where the lock is actually these thumb studs. So you have to push the thumb stud forward in order to get this to close. Undo that. And I think the last of the Kershaw designs that had this was like the offset, which was available in... They did a run in splash handles, and then they did a run in G10 handles. So Kershaw was using these, and they were doing 3D machining and metal injection molding and sintering and all kinds of weird stuff. But this stuff came out before the ZTs did. But it's a kind of cool knife. So all right, Mark Grant, just saying thank you for sending my prize. No, I wasn't talking to you, Mark. I was talking to Nico, who was asking whether or not he could, or you could enter for another prize or whatever. Regardless, neither here nor there. We are here. It is 5:14 p.m. We got a lot to talk about. So, let's talk about what's going on. Actually, you know what? Let's give away a couple of things first so that we can knock this out and get this done. And then we'll get to the news topics and do that stuff. Nico, you're welcome for the prize pack. Mark Grant, you're welcome for the prize pack. Is Gary Grayley? Oh, there's Gary. So, hey guys, this is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what's up here. Gary Grayley is in the chat today, and he won one of the prize packs like a week or so ago. And lo and behold, what I got in the mail on Thursday is a neat little lanyard made of 550 cord with a cool, I don't know if you can see it, cool little rune stone on the 550 cord lanyard. And, I'm not sure what's going on with this. I'm not sure if he wants me to give this away or if this is for me to have or something else. But this, I don't know if he made this. I mean, Gary, you're in the chat. Can you give a little synopsis of what's going on with this cool little thing? Because it's awesome. It's greatly appreciated. Did you make this, Gary, or is this something that you bought? You wanted to pay it forward, or what's the backstory there? Because this is cool. I had no idea that you did these. If you make these, this is very awesome. I just, it's a neat little thing. All right, Gary Grayley, it's for you to have since you do so much for everyone else. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. And so it's got a rune on it, and here's the explanation of what the rune is. It says, I need to get bifocals or something. All right. So folks, y'all can see the little rune here. All right, Thurizaz, TH, Thor, or a giant. Reactive force, directed force of destruction and defense, conflict, instinctual will, vital eroticism. Ooh, I didn't know you felt that way about me, Gary. Regenerative catalyst. The rune leads to a tendency towards change, catharsis, purging, and cleansing fire, symbolizing male sexuality and fertilization. Well, if you look at this face, that's 100% male sexuality and fertilization. Every female on this channel instantly pregnant. Thor the Thunder God was of giant stock. Thuraz's reversed or merc stave signifies danger, defenselessness, compulsion, betrayal, dullness, evil, malice, hatred, torment, spite, lies. It may symbolize a bad man or woman or act of rape. All right, so clearly I have been gifted a cool ass rune that is a symbol of Norseman. It's cool. Gary is a badass dude. I really appreciate Gary taking the time to publicize the giveaways in the thread that he did on the forums. And guys, if you guys have won stuff in the live stream, do everybody a solid. Post pictures of it. In the threads, try to highlight people so that they have a chance to come in here and also win. Because the more people, the merrier. The more people that we can get involved in this, the better. We have got so much shit to give away before the end of the year. This is week 33 right here, and I think I've got like 3 dozen knives left to give away. So I'm going to have to start doubling and tripling up on stuff. And it's cool. So let's... it's already 5:18. Let's get to some of the things that we need to do here. So first off, what I'm going to do is that... All right, so I've opened up, as you can see here, 2 windows in random.org, and then we also have the random name picker window. The window here in random.org with 280 is for this week, week 32's Ontario and Buck giveaway. The window with 340 here is for last week's Himalayan imports and Khola. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to power through. We're going to do the sticker, patch, and shirt and membership for the Angola, and then we're going to do the sticker, patch, shirt, membership for the Ontario and Buck, and then we will get back to the grand prize in the live stream down the road on that, and I'm going to try to intersperse this with some other stuff because it's already 5:20. We got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. There's been some severe idiocy going on. So without further ado, let's do the first drawing for the giveaway thread for the Himalayan imports Angola Khukuri. So what we're going to give away first here is a... Let's see if we can find it on the screen here. Okay. What we're going to do first is a giveaway for a bladeforms.com sticker in the Himalayan imports Angola Khukuri thread. So let's get over to the giveaway thread here. Let's hit it. All right, first number is, hang on just a second. And I need to get to random.org. All right, so the first number is post number 231. So the sticker goes to post number 231 in the Himalayan imports thread. So let's get back to the giveaway thread here. All right. And post number 231 is probably going to be on page 12. All right. Post 226, post 228, post 230. All right, post 231 for Richard Robinson. Unfortunately, Richard, you joined on June 22nd, 2019, so you did not follow the rules. And again, let's cover the rules first and foremost. I should have done that. The rules are, in order to be eligible for the prize, you must have registered before November 2nd, 2018. November 2nd, 2018. That was our 20th anniversary. If you're a registered user, you must have registered before November 2nd, 2018. You must have registered. If you have a gold or if you have a paid subscription, that subscription or that registration requirement is waived. If you don't, you have to have registered before November 2nd, 2018. We do this to prevent people from registering multiple profiles in order to be able to come into the giveaway threads and just spam the hell out of them. So, if you registered before November 2nd, 2018, and you have a registered user membership, you're not a paid subscriber, then you have to send a letter to bladeforms.com, 8007 Vinecrest Avenue, Louisville, Kentucky, 40222. Thus far, we have gotten exactly one letter for the giveaways. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure where the letter is. Here we go. Boop. We've gotten one letter for the giveaways, and this is for the I'm not even sure. Okay. Oh, this is for the Angola Khukuri thread, and this arrived, last week. So, Ezekiel C. Jamie. I don't even know what his username is. Oh, Pharaoh Fan. Pharaoh Fan is the only person who is a registered member and who has sent a letter in. So, looking at this thread, look at the giveaway thread, post number 231, Richard Robertson, double failure here. He registered June 22nd, 2019, and he did not send a letter. So he did not win this giveaway. So we're going to have to go back to random.org. We're going to have to click the generate button again, and now we're on post 112. All right, so let's get over here. Post 112 is going to be on page 5, I believe, maybe page 6. All right, post 112. I hate to be the soup Nazi about this, but you don't follow the rules, you don't get to win. I'm sorry. So post number 112 is username PMWC78. PMWC78. All right. So PMWC78 wins Bladeform sticker in the Himalayan Imports Angola Khukuri thread. All right. So, yeah, I know, Chris. Holy shit, we got a letter from somebody. It's amazing. I can't believe this happened. So, there we go. So, let's go to, we've done the sticker for the Angola Khukuri. Let's go back to random.org. Let's go to the one for the Ontario thread. Let's hit the generate button. Post number 192. So, let's go to the Ontario thread. Let's get to 192, which should be page 10, I think. Yep, page 10. 192, David T. McNeil. 192, David T. McNeil with 2 L's. All right, so David T. McNeil wins the sticker. Congratulations to David T. McNeil winning the sticker for week 30. Week 32. All right, so let me type this in the chat. Sticker winners, week 31, PMWC 78. Week 32, David T. McNeil. So congrats to those guys. Good job there. Up next now, we are going to give away the bladeforms.com logo patch. Made of PVC, so don't burn it in a fire. Velcro back so you can attach it to anything that has fur. Here, let's see here. It even works in a beard. So Chris Doyle, what happened last week? I was at a handgun shooting class last week, and I was out of town. I was learning how to run a pistol with a red dot, and we will talk about this in a minute because it actually has applications to what's going on in the news. So we will talk about that in just a couple of minutes. So we've done the sticker. We're now going to do the bladeforms.com logo patch. So let's get back to random.org, and we will do this up. So random.org. All right. For the Himalayan import thread, post number 117. For the Velcro patch, 117. So let's go to the Himalayan imports thread. Post number 117 is in the same page as post number 112. Pioma, Pioma. I think Pioma's in the channel. Pioma. Hey, Pioma, are you in the channel? All right. BFC Velcro patch, week 31. Pioma, week 32. So yeah, Pioma wins. Giveaway thread, Pioma, post number 117, wins the Velcro patch on the Himalayan imports. So congrats to that. And then let's go for week 32 here. And we're going to generate post number 56. Whoops. Forgot to go to random.org. All right, post number 56 is the number for week 32. So let's go to that. Post number 56 is going to be on page 3, I believe. And post number 56 appears to be Limlick. L-M-L-E-C-K. So 56 L-M-L-E-C-K. All right, so we've covered. All right, so we've covered the sticker. We've covered the Velcro patch, which fits right into anything furry. And basically, we've got all kinds of stuff to talk about. So, yeah, congrats. Pioma is in the channel. Congrats to Pioma for winning the Velcro patch. I ought to send you the one with my beard hair in it. Here, there you go. Look at that. Fresh beard hair. Now you can plant my DNA at a crime scene. Now you can plant my DNA at a crime scene and, make me have to defend myself, kind of like The Fugitive. I'll be looking for the guy named Pioma who murdered, somebody's wife and kids. So, yeah, use it in a spell, cast voodoo doll stuff, do whatever you need to. So, yeah, it'll be cool. All right, so let's get to the, let's do the logo t-shirts. Up here, you can see the logo t-shirt up on the screen. The logo t-shirt has the bladeforms.com logo in the center of the back, and it also has the has the bladeforms.com logo on the left chest. So whoever wins that is going to be super happy because they'll be able to walk around wearing branded bladeforms.com gear and give free advertising to us. So let's go to random.org. Let's go to the Himalayan imports thread. Let's hit the button. Post number 227. All right, so post 227 should be on page 11, I believe. Nope, page 12. All right, post 227. All right, NY Dude. 227 NY Dude wins the t-shirt. So BFC logo T, week 31, NYC or NY Dude, week 32. All right, let's go back to the random.org. Go here, click generate, post number 148 in the giveaway thread. So giveaway thread, post number 148 should be on page 8, I believe. All right, Chiral.Grolem. Chiral.Grolem. I have absolutely no idea what that is supposed to mean. You know, some people come up with all kinds of interesting things for their usernames. So I'm not going to ask them to explain it. As long as I get it written down correctly, there we go. So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it either. But hey, there we go. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Misplaced Hillbilly. Velcro Beard doesn't have the same ring as Blackbeard. Yeah, true. I am, Velcro Beard is not quite the same. Here we go. As Blackbeard, but what you gonna do? Fuzzface McKitten Tittens doesn't exactly strike fear as well. Let's see. Using a special spell. Yeah, exactly. Do cloning do a clone of me, a clone army of Sparks. It'll be like Boba Fett, only fatter and with less hair. SWEDC, mine is wearing out, need another. You have a Velcro patch that you're wearing out already? Man, what the hell are you doing with that, what the hell are you doing with that, patch if it's wearing out already? Dick Richards, amazing the reactions you can stir with one silly word. I wasn't aware anybody was, having a reaction to you, but hey, let's put you in timeout for a little bit because, if you want to troll, do it elsewhere, dude. Boba Fett, that would be me. Your t-shirt's wearing out. Well, yeah, man, I mean, that's what happens. If you got a t-shirt that's wearing out, you wear it too much, and that's the deal. Fortunately, guys, I have a solution. If you have a t-shirt that's wearing out, all you have to do is go down to any thread on the forums and click the help button. If you click the help button and then you go to the help page, there is a link for bladeforms.com merchandise, and you can go down there and you can buy yourself a t-shirt in whatever flavor you want. It can be small, it can be medium, it can be large, it can be XL, it can be 2XL. Whatever size you want, you can get a replacement bladeforms.com t-shirt for the one that you wore out. Isn't that awesome? So yeah. Let's take care of the bladeforms.com memberships, the premium membership, extensions, and what size am I wearing? I wear size XL because I'm a big fat ass, man. I haven't lifted a weight for like 9 months now. Getting ready for the move and some other issues going on, my back going out. I haven't lifted a weight in 9 months. So yeah, I need to get back into squatting and benching and all the rest of this stuff. It's just whenever I lift weights, I injured my back when I was in the military, and shattered my L4 and L5 traumatic spondylolisthesis. And ever since then, whenever I get too fat or carry too much weight, my back goes out, and my back would go out 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year until I started squatting. Once I started squatting, my back didn't go out at all for like 3 or 4 years. But I let it go. I don't, I haven't kept up on it, and now my back is giving me a couple twinges. So it's like this, I either, build my strength up to the point where I'm squatting like 250 pounds in addition to my giant fat ass, or I don't squat at all and my back goes out. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, so let's go to random.org, and let's do the giveaway for the membership for the Angola Khukuri thread. So yeah, post number 283 is the winner for the membership there. So let's go to the giveaway thread here. 283 should be on page 14, I believe. Oops, I am on the wrong thread. All right, 283. All right, 283, page 15. All right, 283. Fishtofer. 283. Fishtofer wins the membership extension. So since he's a basic member, he will get upgraded to gold for absolutely free, and he will get his existing membership prorated onto the end of the gold. So he's good to go. Let's go back to random.org. Let's pick up for the giveaway thread for the Ontario and the Buck. Post number 161. All right, 161 is going to be on page 8, I believe. Nope, page 9. All right, so let's go to the giveaway thread, post number 161, KWR. So 161 KWR. All right, so, all right, members, all right, paid membership, membership winners. Week 31, Fishtofer. Week 32, KWR. Awesome. All right, so all that we have left, we've knocked it out. It's 5:38 now. So now, you guys, all we have left are the grand prize for week 32, or week 31, which is the Himalayan imports and Khola Khukuri. Very cool. And then we have the grand prize for week 32, which is the Ontario Hunt Plus camp knife and a Buck Realtree Bantam. Very cool for those. So now that you guys have seen how it's done, we have got some interesting stuff that we're going to do here. Let's talk about all the fucked up shit that's going on in the news. How's that sound? We have got quite a bit of stuff going on here. Normally I would lead off with Second Amendment stuff, but let's talk about what's on everybody's mind right now. Fucking pedophile grande Jeffrey Epstein tried to commit suicide a week or two ago. Was it last week or the week before he tried to commit suicide? And succeeded in committing suicide yesterday. Found dead in his jail cell. And totally not suspicious at all. Guy on suicide watch killing himself in a federal prison where suicide watch people are on cam, 24 hours a day. In protective custody, but no, fucking, he managed to kill himself. I don't know, the only people out there who legitimately think he offed himself seem to be the ones pushing, that, oh no, there's, the Trump is the one that's going to be brought down by Epstein revelations. This shit is so fucked up. There is, Robert A. Heinlein has a phrase that is Robert A. Heinlein or is it Larry Niven? I don't remember. But basically, there's a phrase in science fiction called "there ain't no justice." Guys like, fucking anytime there is a big time person who looks like they're going to be getting in trouble, they never actually pay the price. Harvey Weinstein, fucking raped all those chicks. What'd he get? Therapy. Anthony Weiner, sexting with a 15-year-old girl, a year of fucking arrest in a fucking minimum security prison. Hillary Clinton, willfully careless, sending classified information to all over the place, running a goddamn email server in her bathroom with classified info on it that was penetrated by like 3, 4, 5 different foreign intelligence agencies. No prison time at all. Bill fucking Comey, leaking classified information to the New York Times as the head of the FBI. Not recommended for prosecution. Nobody pays a price for anything unless they're a Republican, it would seem. And Epstein is just the latest fucking thing here. So there's a couple things about this that are fucked up. For one, and it's so fucking mind-blowing that, there's a guy I follow on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. His name is Mage Toure. Mage Toure is the founder and head of a group called Black Guns Matter. And his whole thing is getting firearms into the hands of urban communities because they are historically underserved by police and the most likely to be the victims of any kind of violent crime. And he said this: y'all can't even protect one dude on suicide watch not to die, but I'm supposed to rely on y'all to defend my life with no firearms. Hashtag cool story, bro. Because the government is, everybody in the government's totally on, give us your guns. You don't need guns. What do you need a gun to defend yourself for? And, it's fucked up, dudes. It's fucked up, y'all. I cannot believe, I totally believe. Who didn't see this coming? That Jeffrey Epstein would fucking would suicide himself in jail before, the day after prominent names start getting revealed. A former ambassador, pedophile. Fucking Democratic congressman, pedophile. All these names start getting dropped. Oh, and the testimony came out. The alleged victim of Jeffrey Epstein says Trump never touched her. Trump was never in the same room with her. Bill Clinton, though, totally in the same room, totally taking advantage of this. And it's just fucking crazy that all of this stuff is going on. But, nobody ever pays a price for it. So, yeah, that's how it is. It's just how it is. These people can't protect a guy, the highest profile prisoner in the fucking U.S. A guy that literally supposedly has information on all kinds of top level politicians, including the royal family, potential to take down entire governments. They can't protect him in fucking protective custody from killing himself. But we're supposed to rely on them for our self-defense. Awesome. Just totally awesome. So, there's also been some really, really great stuff going on in the knife world. Let's take a look at the news topics thread or news topics window. So, Knife Rights is fighting for, Knife Rights has got a bunch of stuff going on, and Knife Rights is battling New York for. Yeah, exactly. Shirley and Eliza, saying, surely it didn't surprise you. All Clinton enemies get suicided. No, that's conspiracy theory. Just because everybody who ever, is doing research on Clinton crimes winds up dead, That's just conspiracy theory. It's just a coincidence. Fuck. You know, fastest way to die, apparently, is to say that you've got information that will lead to the arrest and conviction of Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton. So, yeah, let's talk about knife rights. KnifeRights.com is fighting for our Second Amendment rights on the knife issues. They are battling currently with New York City. They've got all kinds of knife laws that they are trying to battle in New York. So if you want to do knife rights a solid, if you shop on Amazon.com, go to smile.amazon.com and select Knife Rights Foundation Incorporated. Knife Rights Foundation Incorporated will get a portion of every single one of your Amazon.com orders. I don't recommend that you use Amazon.com for stuff. I recommend that you shop local and small business, but for some things you just don't have a choice for Amazon, except for Amazon. So, why not make Amazon, contribute money to the organizations that are helping preserve our Second Amendment rights? So what's going on with knife rights right now in New York? Well, New York is basically about to lose their law regarding weapons possession, and they've been doing some shady shit. And right after they switched up their laws regarding possession of common folding knives, they decided to introduce a new law about undetectable knives. Basically, you remember Die Hard 2, the Glock 7 made of ceramic, that's undetectable to metal detectors and costs more than the police chief makes in a month. Well, that's basically what New York is doing now. If you've got a knife made of FRN, G10, carbon fiber, other item, they've just prohibited that because they're all about security theater. They don't actually care about reducing crime. So, Cuomo, who is the brother to this is Andrew Cuomo, who is the governor of New York and the brother to CNN shithead Chris Cuomo, signed a law making undetectable knives illegal. Right. Such a threat, undetectable knives are so dangerous. I can't remember the last time somebody got stabbed to death with a carbon fiber knife. But, they got to do their security theater, so, more power to them. We've got a whole bunch of other Second Amendment news going on because in the last 2 weeks there have been not one, not two, but 3 mass shootings, each of which are highlighting the foolishness of gun control, but have made the gun control people just fucking leap up and be a bunch of vile shitheads that are using the bodies of dead victims to push their agenda. So let's talk first about the thread that happened at the beginning of August, which is the Gilroy Garlic Festival shooter. All right. So Gilroy Garlic Festival shooter basically was a disturbed fella. As soon as the shooting happened, it came out like the day afterwards that he had as soon as the shooting happened, it came out like a day or so after that he had bought his assault weapon. Fucking, I hate that term. He had bought his, AK legally in Nevada. And the way he had bought that legally in Nevada was he's a fucking Nevada resident. His residency was in Nevada, so it was legal for him to buy an AK in Nevada. And then he hopped in his car, he drove to California, where he cut through a fence into the Gilroy Garlic Festival, which was, surprise, gun-free zone. They had metal detectors up, they had cops on hand, and metal detectors, cops on hand. California has a assault weapons ban. Mandatory registry, safety class, etc., does not stop a crazy person from driving across state lines with a gun and shooting people, breaking into, protected area like Solid Snake or something like that, and blowing people away. Dude came into the thing immediately, or shot up a bunch of people. Immediately was engaged by the cops, and there we go. They also said he had a shotgun, clown mask, wilderness survival items in his vehicle. Basically, he opened fire at the food festival and killed 3 people, including a 6-year-old boy and 13-year-old girl. More than a dozen people were wounded. So people were, immediately screaming about how, we need universal background checks. Even though the shooter was background checked in Nevada, people were, screaming about how we need the federal assault weapons ban, even though that isn't going to work, blah, blah, blah. So fast forward to last weekend. And last weekend, we had 2 mass shootings and on top of that, now they've got, the same people that are, now he's, the guy that shot, or the guy that sold the gun to the Gilroy shooter, despite, following all the laws, is facing multiple potential lawsuits from the victims, because that's how this works now, is instead of, going after the guy that did the crime, they want to go after everybody who was remotely involved with it. And despite the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act being in effect, where you can't sue companies for doing their job and, not being psychic, the companies can still be taken to court and have to defend themselves against the lawsuit until it is thrown out with prejudice. The Democrats, such as Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, Bernie Sanders, etc., all of them want to repeal the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act so that the victims of shootings or the relatives can sue companies, and not have any kind of legal immunity. So it's fucking stupid. And the gun store is getting sued now by multiple people. So after that happened, last week we had 2 mass shootings, one right after the other. The first one happened in El Paso, Texas, where a shithead decided to come into Walmart and started blasting folks in El Paso's Walmart. Guy had an AK, guy had hearing protection on, guy had eye protection on, apparently had a frickin' manifesto where he said that he was racist, and Democrats are apparently using demographics to replace the white population in the U.S., and they're doing this so that they can have a Democratic majority in elections, yada, yada, yada. He explicitly stated that Donald Trump did not change his views, that he had had this before, but of course everybody laid the shooting on Donald Trump's hands. There's some other shit with his manifesto. Basically, the El Paso guy shot a whole bunch of people, killed left 15 people dead and at least a dozen people wounded, and then instead of killing himself and saving us the trouble of locking him up, he got arrested by the cops. So, there's that. Now a week later, it turns out that the El Paso suspect's mommy was concerned about him, and she called the cops about him because, as usual, there's giant red flags about the shooting. The guy presented giant red flags, and his mom called the cops, worried that something was going to happen. Ring, ring, hello, police, my son may kill people. Oh, no, I don't want to give you my name. I don't want to give you my son's name. I just want to let you know that, he may kill people. Yeah, so basically the police, had nothing that they could go off of. And lo and behold, 15 people died, and, probably a dozen plus wounded, because mommy could not bear to have her little boy questioned by the cops. Folks, see something, say something only works if people do something. And if you don't give the cops enough information to go on, that doesn't help. And, it also doesn't help when you've got, people like Parkland, Parkland, Florida police, Sheriff Scott Israel, getting warrant or having the cops out there visit a shooter's house 39 times in the case of Nicholas Cruz with the MSDS shooting, and the FBI getting warned twice about him potentially being a school shooter, and you don't act on it. So again, see something, say something doesn't work unless you do something. So as a result of the El Paso shooting, Walmart employees decided that the best way to respond to this was to protest Walmart selling guns and ammo. Yeah. Because, the best way to protest a bunch of people getting shot in Walmart is to tell Walmart not to sell guns and ammo, even though the shooter didn't buy his guns and ammo from Walmart. It never fails with these people. They think that the best way to prevent another mass shooting is to make sure all the victims are unarmed and helpless. So, So I was at the training class last weekend, and I was doing the pistol red dot class. And in case some of you guys have never seen what a pistol red dot looks like, there we go. See the little red. See if we can get this in the window here. Boop. There you go. You see the little red dot on the screen there? That is, this is a red dot on the Glock. And I was at a class learning how to shoot this, and, I'm out there. We were at 25 meters taking shots on steel targets that were roughly the size of vital areas on human torsos. And I'm shooting, and I'm like, bang, 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 taking shots at the steel target, getting hits with my pistol. Prior to this class, I never would have considered taking a 25-meter shot with a pistol. Then after the 25-meter shot, we went back and we did 50-meter shots, and I was still getting hits with a pistol. Prior to that class, I never would have considered taking a 50-meter or 25-meter shot with a pistol. No fucking way. I did not have confidence in my skills. I would have been like, no way. And then right after I'm done getting hits on steel targets, with it, what do? I look at my phone. Oh, what's going on here? Guy shoots up El Paso Walmart, and the Walmarts are fairly big. I mean, they are like 100 meters from front to back or more. And I'm thinking to myself, prior to this, I never would have tried to, I never would have thought about engaging a dude with a rifle inside of a Walmart or a Target. Now, after this class, I'm like, fuck, I'm always going to take I'm always going to take a gun to Walmart or Target now. And, if somebody starts firing, fuck yeah, I'm going to engage them because, being unarmed doesn't do you any good. It's not going to spare your life, and it's better to go out fighting. And for those who are asking whether this is, unsafe, yes, there's no round in there. The magazine's out of the gun. I'm busy actually doing stuff with this. I was actually cleaning it before the show. So prior to this class, I never, ever would have considered shooting back at somebody at 25, 50 meters away. And, this is why I recommend that you go out and you get trained and you learn the capabilities of your defensive carry, and you always carry. Because the one time you leave it at home, oh, fuck, I don't need this. I'm just going to the convenience store. Oh, I'm just going to Target. I'm going to Whole Foods. You never know now that if it's going to be the day that some idiot walks in, breezes right past the no gun sign, and decides to blow, you and other people away. So, lesson, always carry, because these people aren't going to fucking defend you. So, right after the El Paso shooting happened, the very night, Dayton, Ohio, another mass shooting. This fucking idiot here in Dayton, Ohio, basically, breaking the mold, we had the whole, for those of you who are familiar with something called the horseshoe theory, it is a political theory where the two ends of the horseshoe on political extremism are closer to each other than the people are in the center. And basically, El Paso was a fucking racist piece of shit, and Dayton, the Dayton shooter, was a fucking leftist piece of shit. Pro Antifa, retweeting all kinds of left wing stuff, follower of supporter of Elizabeth Warren, all kinds of leftist stuff on his social media accounts, and do you think there might have been red flags in his background, like the Gilroy shooter and the El Paso shooter? Two guesses, guys. Chime in on chat as to whether you think there was red flags in the Dayton shooter's background, because have I got some news for you? The Dayton shooter, had a lot of red flags in his background. Two of his ex-girlfriends described him as mentally ill, and one of these chicks went so far as to write up a Medium article about how they both are fucking crazy people, and she just all these red flags. He just had dark thoughts. Just because on our first date he was showing me gore videos and he made all these jokes about killing people and all this stuff. I just blew it off. Just because he frightened me, I ended things and called it a day. So two of his girlfriends said he had red flags and frightened him. The high school that he went to had expelled him like twice for having a list of jocks that he wanted to kill and a list of girls he wanted to rape. Massive red flags there. Never fucking no police interaction, no government involvement, nothing done. And the guy just fucking went on his way until he fucking snapped. Until he snapped and killed a bunch of people. And Ed Seymour brings up a good thing. Trouble with red flags is anybody can flag you. Angry ex, disgruntled employee, they make up shit and you lose your guns. And Ed, you're entirely correct. We're going to talk about this in a minute. But, after the Dayton shooter, basically the Dayton shooter showed up to a bar, unloaded 41 rounds into the bar, killed, let me see here. How many did he kill? He opened up 41 rounds from a rifle, killed a bunch of people, wounded a bunch of people, then was proceeding to a nightclub next door and got fucking domed. Dayton shooter was wearing body armor. Dayton shooter had a fucking rifle. Dayton shooter had all this shit. And the cops fucking domed him. 6 cops came up on him almost instantly and unloaded 58 rounds into his ass. And all these people who, it took 6 cops, 58 rounds. 58 rounds. 6 cops, 58 rounds to drop one dude with a rifle. Yeah, he was wearing body armor, but it took them 58 rounds to drop that guy. So think about that. If it took 6 cops, 58 rounds to drop one dude, how many rounds do you need to defend yourself? Because unlike, the cops, we don't have radio backup. We're not wearing body armor when we're out and about. When we're in our house asleep and somebody kicks in our door at 2 a.m., we're not grabbing flak vests and K-pots and going to town. We're responding with whatever we have on hand. So Thomas Massey, who is a Kentucky congressman, said it best. Who needs 100 rounds? If 6 brave, trained, and alert police officers with professionally maintained weapons fired 58 rounds to subdue the Dayton shooter, I'd say my wife deserves at least that many chances to protect herself and my kids when I'm not home. Brilliant! Thank you. Thomas Massey gets it entirely correct. Everybody goes, why do you need an AR-15? Why do you need an AR-15? Why do you need an AR-15? Who needs a high-capacity magazine? Well, I'll give you an example right here. Baltimore, Maryland. 13 suspects trash house during Hyattsville home invasion. 13 guys, broad fucking daylight, broke down the door and basically smashed everything in this house in Baltimore, Maryland. 13 people up against 2 girls who, they kicked the door in. They fucking were looking for some dude to beat the hell out of him or kill him. And the women, the women had nothing they could do. So we're looking at 13-person home invasions. We're looking at home invasions with lots of suspects here. We've seen home invasions with, 7 people, 8 people, 9 people. We've seen home invasions with, half a dozen people or more. And people go, well, why do you need a high-capacity magazine? You shouldn't have a weapon of war to defend yourself with. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, gargle my nuts. Sorry. Just because you live in a gated community, just because you live in a guarded condo, just because you never have to deal with crime, doesn't mean the rest of us don't. And, it's going to do me a fat lot of good to face 5 or 6 people with a 6-shot revolver, when they want to kill me. Real life is not John Wick headshots. You're not doing center axis relock in clubs while techno music is playing, blasting people with single shots while doing judo with them. You're scared for your life in hiding in your bedroom, hoping that the cops are going to get there in time to stop these people from killing you, raping your family, and taking your kids. That's all there is to it. So when somebody asks, why do you need a semi-automatic assault weapon? Yeah, because the cops took 58 rounds to take down one dude, in a mass shooting. And I'm not John Wick. So, yeah, that's how it is. So, of course, you can't have a couple mass shootings without somebody being a dumbass. And right after the Walmart shooting that happened and the Dayton shooting that happened, a guy goes to fucking Walmart in Springfield, Missouri, Dmitry Andreychenko, with a rifle. Dude was wearing a rifle. Dude had a body armor on. Dude had a pistol. Dude had 100 rounds of ammo, and basically he's saying his excuse was that he was doing a Second Amendment audit where he wanted to make sure that he could get away with his Second Amendment rights after all these mass shootings. So yeah, use your fucking head, folks. You want to do a Second Amendment audit, don't do it right after the nation's on edge. This guy went to the Walmart, people started freaking out. He decided to bail out. And a firefighter that was off duty with concealed carry basically drew on him, held him at gunpoint until the cops got there. And dude was lucky he didn't get domed. So, yeah, don't be an idiot if you want to do... If you want to do a Second Amendment audit, don't be a fucking idiot. So in the wake of all these mass shootings, like Ed mentioned... everybody's wanting red flag laws. Red flags. Let's get the, and even Trump, let's take the guns away first and do due process second. Wrong. No. We don't do that here in the U.S. Unfortunately, there's 17 states right now that have some manner of red flag laws in effect. The problem is that just like with civil asset forfeiture, making people prove that they are innocent is an unfair burden to folks. It is innocent until proven guilty, it's innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. And when, like Ed Seymour mentioned, if you've got a vindictive ex, I can't tell you the number of times I've seen people get restraining orders in a divorce case. They're handed out like candy in divorce cases. And if you have a restraining order against you, you're not allowed to have guns. So what red flag laws do is instead of letting a domestic partner put a red flag on you, they let anybody put a red flag on you. Coworkers, bosses, siblings, neighbors, people that yelled at you online, the same people that report your Facebook account for offensive content, the same people that call you a fascist for voting for somebody or call you a Nazi or whatever are going to be the ones out there red flagging you. So if you have guns at all, if you are any kind of pro-gun person right now, you need to, if they are passing a red flag law in your state, you need to stop posting about Second Amendment stuff whatsoever. Do not let anybody know that you have guns. Because all it takes is one fucking idiot to make up a lie that you are threatening to kill people, and they will come and they will fucking search your house and take all your guns and do that first and then do due process later. And what's really going to be fucked up is people are going to start getting, and it takes, if you've ever seen somebody's guns being taken, they don't treat it like it's, they don't put it in nice little cases and, make sure that, your firearms are being treated well. They throw them all in the back of a fucking police car, and they get taken to the evidence locker where they're tossed in a pile. And maybe if you're lucky, they're bagged up and they're individually wrapped. If you're not, they're mismatched and thrown in there, and you may or may not be able to get your guns back later. Oh, and the state will bill you for the service of them taking your guns away from you based on a meritless accusation. So, yeah, real nice. So this is basically inverting the presumption of innocence. It's turning it on its head 180 degrees from where it should be. I'm not saying that if somebody's legitimately a danger to the public, they shouldn't be arrested. If somebody's actually making terroristic threats, or if someone's a danger to other people, there are mechanisms out there. You can do a 72-hour hold, involuntary commitment, if they are actually a genuine danger. If somebody is legitimately threatening other people, you can get them for terroristic threatening. You can put them in jail and arrest them. Just taking the guns from their house and hoping that you got every gun that they have, that's fucking stupid. There's 400 plus million guns in the U.S. I mean, I've got... hypothetically speaking, you could go on arms list today, buy a pistol from somebody, and there's no trace of it to you, and they go and take the guns from you. Where do they go do? There's no firearms registry. So, yeah, it's fucked up. So, yeah. Make sure that you watch what you say and do not give these people ammunition. And watch out for these... super fucking not retarded left-wing folks who will drop a dime on you in a second. So let's do the last of the topics here. After the Dayton shooting and after the El Paso shooting, CNN decided to do another town hall. Who's shocked that this turned into a gun control rally? Not me. I mean, anybody that saw the gun control rally after Parkland knew that this was going to happen. CNN asked 49 pro-gun politicians to show up. Not one of them did. You know why? Because they saw how Dana Loesch was treated on the CNN town hall after Parkland. It was not a town hall. It was basically George Orwell's 1984, 2 minutes of hate for 2 hours. And they let Scott Israel, the sheriff, who directly fucking ignored all the problems with Nicholas Cruz on there, and he let him shift blame to the NRA as opposed to taking responsibility for its own actions. CNN has crossed the line from being journalists to being straight up partisan activists. And it's shit like this that are the reason why nobody trusts the media anymore. Look at this. This is a survey from, or this is, what is this? This is a survey of trust in the media. Reported change in news media trust over the past decade. Let's see if we can open that in a new tab so that way you can see it easier. All right. So the blue here, trust has increased. The red, trust has decreased. The green, trust has not changed at all. 4% of U.S. adults said that they have increased their trust in the media. 26% say that it is unchanged. 69% of adults in the U.S. said that their trust in the media has declined. Of Democrats, 10% say they trust the media more, 48% say they trust it the same, 42% trust the media less. Independents, 75 trust the media less. Republicans, 94% trust the media less. What a shock. Who is surprised by this? Belief that trust in the media can be restored among those who have lost trust in news media. Adults, 69% believe it can be restored. Democrats, 86%. Independents, So, there's people think that it can be restored, but, as long as CNN and other groups are pulling bullshit like this, where, they're doing naked partisan broadcasts and, just doing activism instead of journalism, you're not going to see much trust going on. And it's fucked up, but it is what it is. So don't be, when the media turns into the PR arm of one party, and the media is nakedly partisan on issues, and they're proudly partisan on issues, and they're not interested in being unbiased or showing, both sides, or actually just reporting, they're just fucking talking heads, then, there's a problem. And, the media has long time been a PR arm for the Democratic Party in the U.S. And, these guys have pushed the Russia-Trump collusion conspiracy theory for 2+ years, and when that failed to pan out, then they moved on to other stuff. They moved to Trump and Epstein, and they'll move to even more, and it's fucked up. And now, there's no telling what's going to happen next. So, I hate to end the talk about the stuff on a down note like that, but that's where we're at today, folks. Is the media is a bunch of scumbags, and that's where it is. All right, so let's go to the giveaway threads again. Actually, let's go to random.org. It is time for the grand prize giveaway. So it's 6:16. Who's ready for the grand prize giveaways, folks? If you are, let me see G's in chat. It'd be nice. I hope my freedoms stay intact too, my dude, because, last thing I want is, to see Americans going to jail for mean tweets like they are in the UK, in Germany. That's not what we want. Because looking at Italy, looking at Germany, looking at the UK, as soon as your ability to defend yourself is gone, then the government starts being totalitarian. And, I'll give you another example. Hong Kong right now is undergoing riots, and they, you've got rioters over there and protesters begging for a Second Amendment right now. You've got protesters in Hong Kong. They're singing the U.S. Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem, hoping, wishing that they had the freedoms that we have in the U.S. Protesters in Hong Kong are wishing they had the freedom we had in the U.S. The Yellow Jackets in France, they're disarmed by their government. And what's happening? There's I'm not even sure how many weeks of protests are going on right now over the taxes and migration and stuff like that. But that shit's been going on all fucking year, it seems like. It's been ugly. So never give up your ability and your freedom to be armed, folks, because once that's gone, then the government is going to come after. If a government treats people this badly, when they are armed and able to resist, imagine how badly they're going to act when you can't defend yourself. It's just that simple. So let's get back to random.org. I'm seeing a bunch of G's in chat, so we are ready to do the live stream giveaway for the grand prize, the Himalayan imports. We're ready to do the live stream giveaway for the Himalayan imports Angola Khukuri. So we'll be doing that first, and then we will do the live stream giveaway for the Buck Realtree Bantam and the Ontario Hunt Plus camp knife, and then we will do the live stream prize packs. So let's get this done. All right, so first and foremost, let's go to Himalayan imports generator. Let's hit the button. Post number 94. is the grand prize winner for the Angola Khukuri. So that's going to be on page 5. All right, so let's scroll down, page 5. All right, post number 94, Bold 1. Bold 1 wins the grand prize. So, grand prize winners, week 31, Bold 1. Week 32 is going to be, let's go to the Ontario. Let's go to the Ontario one. And let's go to the giveaway thread. All right. Post number 220. So let's go to the giveaway thread for that. 220 should be on page 11, I think. All right, post number 220, Scott Diebler. Scott Diebler, I after E equals die. So Scott Diebler. Congrats to those guys. Congrats to Scott, and congrats to Bold 1 for winning the grand prize packs of the Himalayan Imports Angola Khukuri and the Ontario Camp Plus Hunt Knife and the Ontario the Buck Bantam Realtree Camo. So congrats to those guys. So guys, we're at the end of the broadcast. It's 6:21 here. You guys have put up with a bunch of my bullshit again. I really appreciate it. So who is ready for the live stream? Let us get this done. Right now, folks, I'm going to turn on the music, and it's time for you guys to get your usernames in the chat window if you want to be entered in for the live stream. So, get your usernames in the chat window. Get your BFC usernames in chat to be entered into the live stream prize pack giveaway. Boom. All right, so let's see here. Next week, Ontario. Did I close the window for the prize pack giveaway thread? Oh no, here it is. All right, so folks, we got a bunch of prize stuff given away here. Basically, you know, you see here we've got the Ontario, or we've got a Kershaw speed bump. We've got a wow. Sorry, my wife is sending me messages. All right, so let me start the music here. We have got a bunch of stuff that we're going to be giving away this week. We have got the Kershaw speed bump. We've got the hobo knife with hobo juice. Gas station knife with hobo juice. We've got a bladeforms.com key fob prototype. We've got some soy sauce and some Chick-fil-A buffalo sauce, EC arrowheads, 550 cords, stickers of various kinds, tactical plexiglass, prototype price tag holder, some Otis stuff. This is all split up over 2 different prize packs. And also I've got a K-Bar 4062. I've got a K-Bar 4062 knife that will be going in one of those. So one of you guys, or you know, these traditionals are going to be going to we have traditionals. Sorry guys, I'm feeling kind of weak right now. So yeah, the prizes are going to 2 different people, so not everybody's going to get in that one. So yeah, everybody get your names into the chat window if you want to be eligible. You have until the music ends. So I am going to put the Bladeforms logo up right now, and I'm going to start writing down these usernames and getting people in here for the prizes. All right, Pioma, you just won something, so you're not eligible. I'm taking your stuff out. You just won a main prize, so let's give other people a chance. Same with you, Iron Kid. You don't win anything because Big Bad Goth won something like 4 weeks ago. The reason I know that is because I haven't shipped out her stuff yet. Her stuff is out there waiting to be shipped. So we don't have a lot of people eligible to be given away. All right, so who all? Misplaced Hillbilly, I've got your stuff set aside too. So you are good to go. All right, folks, so you guys have like a minute, 1 minute left to get your name in if you haven't. All right, 30 seconds, folks. You got 30 seconds to get your info in. Yep, 30 seconds to get your info in. So if you haven't got your info in, then, you know, you're SOL. All right, let's go to random.org. Random name picker. These are all the odds here, folks. We got 18 people in the chat. And only looks like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 people entering in. So yeah, folks, any alibis? Any alibis? We're any alibis? Anyone not get their name in for the giveaway? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, folks, let's do it. Count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it, bud. All right, so we have a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people eligible for the drawing. Since we're doing 2 drawings, that means you have a 1 in 5 chance of winning a prize today. So who's ready for the thing? When I hit the rerun button here, it's going to pick a random name. And let's do it. So, Chris Doyle, Edge of Life. Edge of Life. Congrats, Chris Doyle. You win prize pack number 1 for week 31. So week 31 live stream. Congrats, Chris Doyle, Edge of Life. All right, and Chris, do you want the Kershaw? Do you want the Kershaw speed bump or do you want the K-bar? I'll let you choose since you were the first guy. Chris, would you like the speed bump or the K-bar? Because I'm putting the speed bump in one and the K-bar in the other. All right, so let's, while we're waiting for, okay, Chris Doyle is getting the speed bump. So I'm going to put Edge of Life on there. This is my super high speed method of making sure that the appropriate person gets their giveaway box and it doesn't get confused from week to week. All right, so now let's do week 32. Kevin Nelson, Bossed 1918. Congratulations. Congrats, Kevin Nelson. Bossed 1918 for week 32 live stream winner. All right, folks, there we go. Bossed 1918. So congrats, dudes. Y'all won the live stream stuff. We had a longer broadcast than normal because of all the stupid shit that was going on and the fact that I wasn't here. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Really appreciate you guys watching. Let you go back to your all stuff now. And, yeah, make sure, again, like and comment on the video in the window down below. Like and comment on the live stream. It really helps with our metrics or some such. Share the video on your Facebook. Share it on Instagram. You know, let people know that this video, we give away all kinds of cool stuff because the more people we have watched, the more stuff we can give away. So it's awesome. Folks, thank you all very much for tuning in. Make sure that you enter in on next week's contest for the Boker. Make sure that you tune in on next week's contest for the Boker BO732 Urban Trapper. Somebody's going to win it. Might as well be one of you guys. Make sure that you get in there. Make sure that you enter it in. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe on all the videos and get in there. Iron Kid, you know, you're a bastard. Hate that you watched the video. Big Bad Goth, there is help out there, folks. Big Bad Goth, you don't have to suffer in silence. You do not have to take the abuse that he visits upon you. Help is available. You don't have to put up with it. You can seek shelter. You know, get away while you can. You don't have to be a victim. Get help. For the rest of y'all, thank you all very much for tuning in. 20 years would not have happened without each and every one of you guys. So I appreciate you guys being there for us, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. And with that, it's time for the music to go out, and let's do this. You all have a great night.